All right, you probably saw a prompt out there, folks. Allow me to officially introduce myself. My name is Brett Kay. I'm a trainer here at Inside Real Estate. My good fortune to introduce an exciting platform for you to help you run your business this year, and that's kvCore. And my privilege and good fortune, as I said, to be in front of Realty Partners today. I want to tell you, Thomas has been working hard, and really excited for you at the opportunities you're going to have here to really elevate and empower your business. And today, this is not a training, but we do have some exciting training opportunities planned for you moving forward in the next 4 weeks or so. So think of today as an overview, a high-level tour of what kvCore can do for you and do for your business. I'm really excited to introduce that to you today. So a couple boring slides, sorry, but I think it's important for us to set the stage on what we're really diving into and how challenging it can be, you know, as a technology partner like Inside Real Estate, to try to really check all those boxes. But as you look at this slide here, the idea is, well, why doesn't it work? It sure sounds good in the beginning. You know, we do check all the boxes. It needs to have this, and it has this CRM, and it needs to be mobile compatible, right? But then again and again, what we would see is after we've had the initial excitement of this new program, this new platform, this new way of doing things, we tend to go back to our old methods, right? Real similar to like when we do a New Year's resolution, right? We get all excited and then it just goes back to the way it was. So our challenge, our commitment to you is that, you know, after all the newness, the shininess of it wears off, that's when things really start to get exciting, right? And if you can make a commitment to doing something every day to build your business, then equally Inside Real Estate and Thomas and Realty Partners for you as well will do what they need to make sure that you have the tools you need to be successful. And that's really what this is about, right? And as you look at some of these bullet points here, you know, no personal branding, lead ownership, not mobile compatible, bad adoption support, all these things rolled into one. Well, we're here to tell you that there's another way, and I'm excited to show you how we're going to help you do this and really help adopt, because unlike a lot of platforms, our goal is that you can mold your business around kvCore and not the other way around, right? And have to change the things you're doing to try to, you know, use this software, right? And you're like, oh, another CRM. I understand. I've gone through and I've learned multiple systems before, regardless of what you're using, you know. And now, thankfully, we're all using kvCore here today. You know, whatever we are using that we make a commitment for, that's how we're successful. The point being to do something, you know, and get in here and click around, and you're going to see that this can be as simple as we need it to be initially, and then as powerful as we're going to need it to be later on to really manage our business and generate leads and nurture those leads, right? So with a tool like kvCore, there's no reason in the world why you can't grow, if that needs to be in terms of scope of leads or teams, or just customizing it to brand to your particular business. These are where we're going to really step ahead of the pack, right? So as we're starting to see here, you know, if I have the right technology and I have a right plan and I have the right commitment, those are the activities that we need from you, right? You have these tools in front of you, but what we really need from you, all of us, is a commitment to do something different, right? And after we get this initially set up, the vision here truly is a set it and forget it type of scenario, that you can go back to focusing on what you do best as long as we're doing something, and I say something like 10, 15 minutes a day. Make sure our leads are set up, do a little bit of some free lead gen, and then get on with our day, right? It can really be a powerful snowball effect of gaining momentum of the more leads we put in, the more leads we start to get in contact with, the more deals we start to close, the more houses we start to list, right? So commitment-wise, we're here and we have the experience, right? So out of the box, you're going to find exciting things that you can just turn on and click on. One of those is, for example, smart campaigns. And we have pre-built messages and templates, both of a text and email type format, to help you engage with your leads. And we know what we're talking about in the sense that these messages have been A/B tested. We know what emails get responses, and you have the opportunity now to really leverage that experience and convert more leads You know, over 1 million a month and growing we're generating. This is to your benefit. Think of how many times we've been able to test things that work. You know, when you think trial and error and what works and what doesn't, well, now you have a tool that has been tested that we can take to the next level with you. So with that, that was my burn through our slides to kind of set the stage in terms of, now that you're a partner with us with Inside Real Estate, to feel comforted and confident that you have tools to help you succeed, right? You have the tools to really elevate what you've done before, because together we can do that. So I'm going to now dive in, and we're going to have some fun and show you what you can do and kind of get you excited at the possibilities of what you can do to your business with kvCore and really grow that. Now, we're going to have some training in the next 4 weeks, which I will elaborate on near the end. But let's have some fun. Let's take a look in here, and let's be thinking the following things really when we talk about distinguishing ourselves from just another CRM or just another, you know, here we go. Here's another one. Excuse me, a new, you know, IDX website. Well, the tools are here. We're going to introduce you to this in little pieces through our training that you're going to do on yourself as well. We're going to have some self-guided help. But we want to talk about, you know, how the leads that you bring to the table are yours and yours alone. That you really do have, without spending a dime, the ability to customize your website a bit, customize your messages out to your leads. Do your own free lead gen with auto posting, simple clicks. It can be quite impressive, quite powerful, as you'll see, right? And when the time comes, if it does, your vision, your strategy, if we want to focus on maybe growing our own team or just growing our business to a point where we have so many thousands of leads, you know, how the heck can you manage that? Well, you can. You know, I talk to clients that have 50,000, 100,000 leads in their CRM, and they have now the follow-up to engage with those leads in a meaningful way, in a consistent way, in a nurturing way, till they're ready to do business with us. You know, because if you think about it, truly, our biggest challenge is timing, right? I have no doubt you, given the opportunity to engage with these folks, that you would be able to do your thing and do it like you do best. But what about until then? Meaning when they're not quite ready to talk to us yet, how do you stay in front of them in a meaningful way? Well, now you have a system that, believe it or not, has some AI built into it, and it's quite powerful. So let's see what we see here. Have a little fun, and hope you get excited for the opportunities you have in front of you now. Okay, so you heard me talk about the individual agent branding. I like to start at the website. And even though this is the fun, we're taking a look, this is the actual, you're viewing right now what your home screen looks like in kvCore, right? Which is really exciting because it gives us the most recent activity on the website, your website, which once you're live, it's ready to capture leads. There's nothing for you to do. You heard me say you can customize it. You don't need to. I think they look great. There's Thomas's right there, just as a peek what our templated form looks like. It looks real clean, real nice, and I do like the colors. But it really starts here, right? This is your party, so to speak, but it's your job to invite people there. No one's going to know it's there, right? But we have tools once you get them there, which are pretty easy. We have some great free lead gen tools for you. But we have some concepts, some really, it is type of an AI where we're watching what they're doing and reporting to you what they're doing on your website and then engaging them for you on your behalf at that magic moment, because that really is what it is. If you think about it, well, if I can't control when someone's going to buy, and I can't, pardon me, control when someone's going to list, well, what the heck can I do then, right? In terms of getting more opportunities, well, we can continue to engage and nurture them and engage with them at that moment when they are shopping, right? That's what I'm talking about. Someone saves a property, someone looks at a property more than 3 times, we're going to alert you and let you know, hey, this lead just saved a property, but then we're going to also engage them for you. Heck, if they have a phone, we're going to be sending them a text. Right, so on these websites, this is a template. Here's another templated site of mine that I use here. Right, but you have a lot of control here, from testimonials to blogs. But the idea is that you can customize this as you see fit. And if you do want to pay, we even have options for you, right? If you want to do some semi-custom templates. But the idea is, however you got them here to your website, then we start watching them. We have something called similar properties. Similar properties. I'm going to show you actually what I mean by that. I'm going to click on my templated site over here. Forgive me for the click around. And let's say that I was looking at somewhere here in the Bronx, and you'll notice this similar properties here right underneath view details and save. And all of you have this. All of you have this. When I click on this, see if I get lucky here, if there actually are some here today. There are. But what this is, it's similar in not just price, location, amenities, it's actually looking at the picture. So we're matching the image that they liked last, whatever that property was. Then the system's saying, can we find some other images that look like that? And that can be powerful in keeping people engaged and, let's call it, sticky on your site, so to speak, right? These similar properties. And this is a technique and a tool that you can use as well from within kvCore to try to engage your leads. Oh, I saw you were looking at this. Perhaps you should look at that. Very similar. So powerful things on your website, very configurable, right? But, and also be thinking, our view, and to your good benefit, all of us together, is how many capabilities can we put in one platform so that you don't have to use disparate software? Use multiple different softwares, and that's what we're talking about. So you'll see the templated site. You've seen Thomas's here. It looks clean. You all will have this. If you want to, here's an example of a site that's been customized a bit. Okay, just give you a little brief view. My point being is you can take it to the level that you need to take it to. All right, so you're not just limited. If you want to invest a bit in your site, you certainly can. We have tools for you to do that. And you're going to find out, and please, I don't suggest in any way I want you to spend $1 more than you already are for your business. I know it's expensive, but I also want you to know the tools that are available to you. So from within kvCore, we have something called the marketplace here. And if this looks a little different, folks, I have one of my demo accounts up because I don't want to mess with Thomas's data, right? But yours, super slick. You'll notice up here, Realty Partners. So if you notice a little difference, that's the only reason. This is just our bare bones one that I'm going to use for the demo. But here in our marketplace, that's what you really have. You want to buy leads? By all means, let's get some leads. And we'll talk many ways you can generate them for free, but I just want you to know what you have available, right? You can rename your website. You can boost your listings and get more exposure on Facebook, right? There's Google, Facebook, generated leads, right? You can just pick a budget that works for you, right? You'll notice down here, you have a website that you've been using for many years successfully. Excuse me. We can do something that you can rename it. Yeah, some of these cost a little bit, but I just want you to know, once again, you're not limited. We have these semi-templated, custom-featured areas, which is where you'd go to see a website like this. Whoops, this one, right? So I just want you to know what's there. You have the tools available to what you need. So lots of fun stuff if you want to engage in that way. Let's talk about individual lead empowerment. What do I mean by that? You know, most broker or team solutions, they don't allow the agent, you, to generate free leads through auto posters, landing pages, squeeze pages, or call capture. What the heck is all that? What the heck is all that is going to be your ammo for generating leads in a click of a button. Really? Because we are giving you, and that's the idea, what to empower you. Rather you have the time or the money, and you just saw if you have the money, we can just go buy leads through the marketplace. But with time, you can generate them for free, right? To make sure that you have the opportunity to get the best results. What is your competition doing? Well, they're doing it for free, and they are also paying as well. They do a combination of all these things, folks. You know, the most exposure you can get, and I can tell you if you're saying, well, what's the magic button, the magic bullet, I should say, right? So in the sense that, okay, you've worked with all these people before. What can you tell me across the board you're seeing in terms of consistency of success? And I can tell you that what it is just that, consistency. Those that are consistently coming in here every day and doing something to build their business are getting the best results, right? Consistently posting ads through our auto posters. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Let me kind of get your brain spinning here on the possibilities. Okay, so what I'm going to do is on this left-hand side, this is where our menu is, if you will, where we can get to all the fun stuff. Now, as you're getting warmed up, and then I'm going to teach you on where you're going to need to go to get some training, and then we're going to all meet together once a week for the next 4 weeks to discuss what you've learned. You're going to see a lot of stuff in kvCore. Don't be overwhelmed. Focus on the things we're talking about first, bit by bit. It'll all make sense. It's as simple as we can make it, right? So just one step at a time, folks, right? Lots of fun stuff to do. We're just focused on getting our leads in, making sure they're set up right with the automation, and making the calls. It's really that simple initially. So let's keep that in the back of our mind, okay? And by the way, if anyone does have questions, please put them in the chat, and I'll do my very best to answer those when we come up around on the half hour. Okay, so I'd encourage you to do that. And if you were wondering, it's once again right here. Thanks, everyone. Okay, individual lead empowerment. Let's talk about some things we can do to generate our own leads. I'm going to navigate to this fun little section called the lead engine. Lead engine. In here, lots of fun stuff we can do. We have tools for you to connect third party in our lead drop box, like Zillow, Realtor, Homes.com. Okay, we can connect third-party lead sources. Need to run a quick professional-looking CMA? You have it right here. I use this actually in my own business, and it does a really nice one. In seconds, you can send to your client. We'll talk more about the Open House app and the mobile app here in a second, but we have some more tools for you that are absolutely free that we're going to make available to you. Now, up here at these 4 boxes over here, the landing page, squeeze page, call capture, and bulk import, this is where we're going to spend a lot of our time. Now, we have a way for you to get leads in the system for free through our bulk import tool. Right? And we'll talk some best practices, and you'll be doing some best practices throughout our coursework that you're going to be doing yourself, our agent success plan. Right? But we'll help you prepare those for import and get them all in there. Call capture. This is a great ability you have in kvCore to generate text codes of your own making, right? And you can generate leads for that and get phone numbers. So using a smart number, we can text from the system, we can call from the system, we can generate text codes to get you even more leads. Now, 2 of my most used aspects of my lead engine would be the squeeze page and the landing page. So let's take a quick look at that. I want you to see how cool these things are. So when we talk about free lead gen, we're really talking about the ability for you to get exposure to give people a reason to go to your website. Why would I want to go to your website over someone else's? What's your call to action? And that truly becomes the challenge. Truly becomes a challenge. So just briefly here, and don't worry about how did he do that. This will all, you're going to do this as good as I'm going to by the time these 4 weeks are over. I just want you to think about the possibilities, all right? So without going into a full training on this, note that you have 4 ways to do a squeeze page. All these are setting up property search alerts, but you configure it to identify source. You can label it as to the type of offer you have, so you can keep track of it. Hashtags are like a label system, a label system in kvCore that allows you to call lead whatever the heck you want. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this kind of fast, so you're going to get the idea of what this could be like. All right. So bear with me here and pretend that you know exactly what I'm doing. But here, my goal is I need to post an ad today. I need to post an ad every day, and I only have about 5 minutes to do it. Okay. So cool stuff. I'll talk a little bit through it as I go through. You pick your area. You could do a polygon map search. You pick your listing type. You see what I mean? That's exactly like you know how to set up a search alert here on the left. If I wanted to, I have quick popular options like show me all the fixer-uppers or show me everything just listed. All right, I'll just go for a just listed. I could source it so I can identify it later. Facebook, maybe I use a hashtag to say Bronx just listed to see how many leads I got from this particular effort. I can control property views before registration. I generate my link and I'm done. All right, I'm going to open up a new tab. I just built a squeeze link, folks. That's how fast it was, and this is what it is. It is simply a predefined search result that I can quickly share. So you'll see, okay, I got 12 results. Okay, how long has it been? Like 3 minutes since I said 5? That's how long it's going to take me. I'm on my way out the door. I'm going to run to get a show a house here, write a contract. Give me a sec here. System's running a little slow today. One more time. There we go. Right, I just have an ad. I just listed. I post it. Although actually I posted that wrong because I wanted to put a little message up here. Let me edit that. 1 second. What I like to recommend is get rid of this real ugly long URL and put in, hey, wondering what to do today? Check out these just listed properties in the Bronx, right? And you're done. Someone clicks on your ad from your professional Facebook business page. They get driven right to your website. Depending on what my lead capture was, meaning you get to look at 1, 2, 3, you just got a new lead. It hits the system. You have it set up correctly, which we're going to help you do. Sorry about that. A smart campaign, a drip campaign attaches itself. We alert you every step of the way what that lead's been doing, saving properties, looking at this one over here, looking at that one over there. We even email and text them when they save a property and alert you first. Talk about, you know, AI and behavioral automation. Hey, your lead just saved a property. We just sent them an email on your behalf or text on your behalf if they have a phone number. And then the process begins and we prompt you to call them. And then that's going to continue on until you convert that lead. You want to think about a big picture. Now, let's take it to the next level. You just saw a squeeze page. I can do this for a single property. I can do what is my home worth type of valuation squeeze page. And really, if you think of it, it's just a link to your website. People get a little hung up on the difference between a landing page and a squeeze page, but I think this will help you right here real quick. So check it out. We also have market reports, general updates about a particular area, number of listings sold since last month, up or down, these types of information that's very helpful that, hey, I'm not asking any questions, but I am providing some items of value because I want you to stay on my website, and when the time is right, who do you think of? You think of me. I've been with you every step of the way. So let's combine this with a landing page, and the landing pages I love because you control them and you can customize them. Okay, you'll see what I mean. And you have unlimited, by the way, use of all this. This is right within the platform. Check out these landing pages. Okay. So all I did is I just went to our lead area and I clicked on my landing pages, and there it is. It doesn't look that exciting, I wouldn't say necessarily, but this is how it starts. You can configure this so I can change the messaging. I can change the images in the back. I can label it so it has a certain name. When it comes into the system, I can source it. So let's take that squeeze page I just built and let's combine it into a landing page, okay? Talk about how fun and easy lead gen is. So I have multiple templates. I can choose a YouTube video, which can be very effective for you got a new listing. How about an open house this weekend? How about just a video about you? You know, talking why you might, you know, be the agent for them, or just something about your area. I've seen good use and good results on that. You know, here in Carlsbad, California today, or if you're thinking of moving to the area, this type of thing, right? So lead capture, videos, we have text, code type lead gen. This is all out of the box. Address capture, what's my home worth? Connect it with your Facebook chat. You know, it becomes a challenge. You'll find that people prefer and are loyal to certain types of communication. They like email, they like text, they like chatting. You know, which one is it? We have all of them for you to try. And I will encourage you, as part of my challenges to you, is going to be not only that commitment, but experimentation. You know, what works? I try the regular lead gen email or capture form. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't get great results. Well, let's measure those and do something about it. So let's build this one. So if you'll remember, I just built this, squeeze page. So I'm going to now pretty it up and say just listed properties in the Bronx, maybe deals under, let's say, I don't know, 750. It's kind of high there. I'm going to get a new link out there. Okay. So I'm going to come over, excuse me, sorry for the click around. There we go. I pick my template. I can hashtag it, which is labeled, right? Brett's lead gen example Monday, right? The idea is you label it. It's just listed in the Bronx. Maybe I put a date. I already did a hashtag, so I'm going to keep on moving, but watch. You can change the button text, real easy, right? Where do they go after they sign up? Well, they go right where I told them in this, sorry about that. This slipped out here. Where I decide, and that's the thing, you tell the system where it's going after they give you their information. You know what I mean? Whoops. There we go. All right, I'm just going to generate a quick link. What was mine? Up to 750. Sorry, I hit reset. I didn't mean to. Hope no one saw that. And we did just listed. But you can see how quick it is again. Generate link. I'm good to go. Okay. Now, I come back to my landing page. I pop it into the URL field. You can require phone, and here's where you can really have fun. We have a bunch of different template backgrounds. Okay, kitchen. But you have the option to customize it or use a primary MLS image. I'm going to do that. And in fact, I'm going to pick one of these that I looked at. And I will say, always make sure you have permission, folks. Every area is different. Do you need permission to show someone else's listing? If so, please get that. If it's your listing, well, you don't have to worry about that. This is just demo purposes. So I do not have permission to show this one. I don't even know if I need it, but you get my point. I want you to be careful. Okay. So I'm going to go to background. I'm going to go to primary MLS image. I'm going to drop that in, and whoa, I just put in my own custom background. And in fact, let's do free images of puppies. My point being, don't limit yourself just to houses. I've seen some great techniques. Actually, I had one colleague that did a partnership for an open house with the Humane Society, built a landing page that showed a bunch of puppy dogs on it, which is kind of why I'm bringing this to point. But I also want you to know that you can put this type of customizations on your background as well, right? And it was really helpful. I mean, they would a total sellout, if you will, of all the puppies got adopted, and no, it wasn't in the house, it was in the backyard. But just want you to open your mind to possibilities. These can be anything. I've seen these be offers from download this PDF, or click here, or I'm going to have a first-time buyer seminar this weekend, right? So not just what I'm doing here, but lots of different things. It's up to you. This can be anything. So now I configure my page. After I've configured my page, now I'm going to put my message, my call to action. But know here, everything that I'm highlighting, like your town's real estate deals, drastic price reduction, fixer-uppers and development opportunities, what? You can put whatever message you want here, right? This could be your own call to action, right? Why should I work with you? You know, in the nicest way, right? I could, all of these are configurable. I can put my own message, or you can just double click them and they're gone, right? If you want to clean it up a little bit, and maybe I just want to say something like, see the most recent homes on the market in the Bronx, or right, keep that simple. Free week list of hot buys in and around your town. Maybe you say the Bronx, but once again, I can X this out and just get rid of it, right? So just like that, okay, just trying to be silly here, before they are gone, Now I could hit save, I'm done, it's ready to post. Upper left, I have this one-click auto poster, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest. Let's just do a quick Facebook post. This is how easy and fast it is to create a landing page. Post. You're done. You just did an auto post. And in fact, I go ahead and do a quick refresh and you can check my work here. There it is. See how easy it is and fast to create a landing page? I could have put a little message in here. I can click on the landing page itself. I get driven to that page I built. I put in my email, and then I get driven to your website. See what I mean? You just got a lead. And I'll help you, but then you'll, of course, have set up our auto follow-up campaign, so that's going to start. See what I mean? You can really automate that, and that was in minutes. You saw me do that, and you can keep doing that all day long. Let me show you a couple others, and then I'm gonna see if I can answer some questions here. Check out this listings tab. I'm gonna show you once again. For me as an agent myself, how does this help me make money? Is the question I try to answer. Let's say this is my listing. Okay, you saw how fast I can do that with a squeeze link. You saw me combine that squeeze link with the landing page and kind of pretty up and customize it. From the listings tab within kvCore, remember your MLS lives here, right? We're updating on the average every 15 minutes, so this data is accurate. Excuse me. In the upper right, a lot of stuff I can do up here. I can send this to a client by text. I could save it for a client. You'll come to know over time your hashtag, your label system. Everybody maybe that I had hashtagged hot or that wanted a single story with a pool, I could email or text it to them. I can search on Twitter for them, print a flyer, QR code. If I have a little money to invest, I can boost the property. And folks, let me tell you, once again, I don't want you to spend a dime that doesn't make sense for your business. It's not a sales presentation. However, this is a success presentation in the sense that's what I want you to be. So do know that our property boost is what this means. If you have like 60 bucks, you want to boost your own property, we have an amazing relationship with Facebook, and we will get you leads at a low cost. So just know that there's lots of tools if you want to invest back in yourself. But the rest of these, all free. I can post to Facebook just like you saw, an auto post, one click, Twitter, Pinterest. Folks, we even have Craigslist. And you might say, oh, Craigslist, I don't know, you know. Okay, well, would it make a difference if you got a bunch of leads and sold a house? I bet it might. They have a lot of exposure. I want you to know that what I'm going to do here, our auto poster, from that property we were just viewing, I'm just going to click one of these here in San Diego. It's a pretty big county. But after this, it'll all be automated. I'm going to take my hand off the mouse. Here we go. Watch. Okay, hands off. They're up. We're building an ad for you. Boom. It's ready to post. And in fact, what we do here as well, and we'll help you set this up. Remember that text code you heard me mention maybe a little bit, make a reference to earlier? Well, you can create as many unique text codes as you want. Text Bronx deals to see all properties under 700,000, just as an example. But we have this also linked. You'll set up a default code that someone will say, hey, for info and text, please text your name to your magical smart number, and you just got a lead. So this is a great way. Just, you saw how quick that was. And we can do single one clicks if you want to post to Facebook too. Just single auto posters. It's really easy to do. Just like that. Boom, ready to go. This is how fast and easy I can post, right? Done. And you just posted. You saw that. What was that? Less than 2 minutes, I just posted 2 properties, right? So I hope you're starting to get excited at some of the possibilities you have here, because at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, it becomes really what exposure and giving people a reason to go to your site. Sorry for the click around here, folks. Trying to find myself here. Let me see. I'm reading a little. Got you, Thomas. Fantastic. Yeah, folks. And fortunately, I left up Thomas's login page. Well, this isn't just all this that I've been talking about that I hope you're starting to be like, holy smokes, I can really do some things this year different than I've done before. Well, that's not it. You have kvCore, right? You've been seeing all this stuff it can do, CRM, auto poster, lead gen, connect with just about any third party. Well, you have a couple other things as well. And we have what is called like a single sign-on. Think of it as 2 software programs shaking hands. Well, we got something called Listing Machine, Core Listing Machine, and Core Social. And we also have Back Office, which is a commission type software. But this Listing Machine and Core Listing Machine and Core Social, you get a listing, we automatically build you a property tour website, give you 10 lead gen tools off it, and we'll make a unique one for you every single time. And that's separate from your kvCore site. Folks, this is outstanding value. I'm quite impressed. Thomas is giving you these things to really help elevate your business. Now, in the Core Listing Machine, as you'll see here, this is just a quick little snapshot of Thomas's view, but you'll have all your listings in here. You're going to have your own site that I mentioned. You're going to have your own text codes for that property. We make it really easy to get exposure on your listing. And folks, I've seen it again and again. You get tons of leads off this too. We even do automatic posts for you to these platforms, right? So quite a cool little offering you have here, and really excited for you to learn more about that, and also this back office to help you manage all that money that you're going to be making from all the listings. You know, you say, well, what was that again? And it's say, yeah, that's right. So the more consistent you are, folks, the more leads that you're going to generate, the more money you're going to make, the more communication you're going to be in with them. I mean, you start thinking about our smart campaigns over here. And let me just show you that here right quick, now that we did just a quick turn from our lead gen. And fantastic. Right, thank you. Oh, great. I'm getting some great feedback from your leadership team. And thank you for your patience with that, folks. A question came for recruiting. And you know what? Can you do this for recruiting? You betcha you can. Not only do we have some, whoops, let me find my website over here. We're going to have some options for you for recruiting you can do straight from your website. Just simple toggle on. If you think about it, excuse me while I do a quick click around. Sorry about this, folks. Let's get back to my lead engine. Let's get back to my landing page. Well, think of it this way. We start to open our minds. I can use this as a recruiting page, right? So here would be one. So think about this big picture. I could create a recruiting text code. Join Realty Partners now. Text join 123 to your smart number. You could have, then you could build landing pages. Then I could, now this is a little advanced, but just think of it from 10,000 foot view. I could use a hashtag as a trigger and have a custom follow-up email campaign to those I'm trying to recruit. I mean, we already have them out of the box for you for all the categories of leads. You know, sphere, prospect, new lead, client, contract, closed, right? But we also have the concept, we have a true CRM where we have vendors and agents as a entity type, right? I have a buyer, a seller, I have a renter, and I also have vendor and agent. So you can really run that. But what I could do is I could have a hashtag as a trigger. Someone signed up on this says, wants to learn more. Then I have customized emails that go out based on whatever I want to send them to follow up with them. So you could do that with any type of thing. I've seen this used for FSBOs, expireds, but to great effect in recruiting as well. I have heard on the grapevine that we might even be working on default campaigns, smart campaigns for you for recruiting. Excuse me while I click and find my way. There we go in our smart campaigns, but no promise on when. But for now, just know that you have over 20 campaigns that are in there right now, right? That are in there right now, ready for you, and that covers, let me open that up a little bit, just about every category you can think of. You can add them to your library, and then over time, I'm not suggesting this out of the gate, we don't need to reinvent the wheel, but when you're ready, you can write your own messages, write your own campaigns with your own content, right? Pretty amazing stuff there. Folks, I want to make very clear, remember I mentioned over here, just taking the 2 steps back, this listing machine and social that I just took a peek at, Core Listing Machine, Core Social. This used to be known as CirclePix. I'm happy to report that Inside Real Estate acquired CirclePix some time ago, and it's just a rebranding. We're taking that awesome product and we're just calling it another name and making it look a little, well, I like to say better, but better. Right? So to say that again, Core Listing Machine, which is available to you from the kvCore platform, that used to be called CirclePix, Core Listing Machine. Quite a powerful and really cool tool. And you know what, the easiest thing about Listing Machine, all the things we've talked about, lead gen and all that, with Listing Machine, all you have to do is get a listing. That's it. You set up your social profiles, connect to Facebook, connect to LinkedIn, connect to YouTube. You're done. Then you just get a listing. We do the rest. It's quite awesome, actually. So let's see where we're at. How are we feeling out there? Hopefully getting kind of excited. If appropriate, we have some add-ons that you can do for teams if you're of that nature. That's a goal that you have. We have the ability through our marketplace. Let me find that over here. Forgive me. Thanks for your patience. You can add on our team, right? And I like to bring it up just when you think about your business, talk about scaling. If that is a priority for you, well, guess what? That is an option for you to invest a bit, and you can add that on through our marketplace. You get your own team website, team smart number, team lead routing. Okay, you can have leads coming in at the team level, for example, from Zillow, and route them however the heck you want. Build as many routing rules as you can think of. Right? So I just want you to know from a team perspective, we have an entire department over here dedicated to you if that's something that interests you. Okay. Bear with me now. I'm going to close a couple of these down. I'm going to bring us back around to our slideshow over here. Okay. I'd like to show this slide. Let me present this up a little bit. Let's do a review. Think about what we have here when you talk about sub-accounts. So the idea is that from within that kvCore umbrella that you're now under, you can truly get a powerful team platform. All right, so just want to point out that on top of the fact that your leads are yours, which is, by the way, across the system for all of you, not just teams, any lead that you bring to the table, that you import, that you generate, that's yours alone. You know, we even have the option for you to make that private if you want, that no one can see except who you want to, right? So powerful stuff here. Let's think about how long had the time it takes to learn a new system. It's daunting. It can be daunting, and we understand that. And that's why we have a way for you to do it at your own pace, and then be able to come to a live workshop with me where we can hash out anything and everything that we need to do, make sure that you're getting it, right? You saw how fast it was that I built those landing pages. That alone, if you would commit to doing something like that at least once a week, I have no doubt that you're going to generate leads, talk to those leads, and close that business over time. I see it again and again. but you have to do something, right? You have to do something. Let's talk about our mobile. It's free. It's powerful. It's a predictive dialer. You can create your own groups to call. You get instant notification of your lead's behavior. You can make notes. As you'll see here, we can sync that to Gmail. It is really easy to use, folks. Right out of the box. As soon as you're logged in and you have your kvCore login, let's go ahead and go to your favorite store, iOS or Android, for Google Play, whichever one it is, go get it. And we're going to help, like we like to say, put your business on autopilot. It truly becomes a set it and forget it type of scenario. Open house app. Remember you heard me say that for the recruiting scenario, how we could have a customized campaign follow up based on the content or the angle that we're trying to win over here. Well, we already have an open house app right out of the box for your tablet or phone. People can sign in on. It's a great lead generator, and guess what? We even have a smart campaign, a smart email drip campaign is what I mean when I say those, but they aren't just email drip campaigns. They are smart. We have one right out of the box. So you could use this open house app, check out one of our smart campaigns. When I mean that, check it out, like literally you're checking it out of our library and putting it into your library. And you can automate that entire process, the follow-up. There's an email that goes out 4 hours after your open house. It's quite professional. It's been tested. It works fantastic. I'm so excited for you guys and gals, right, at the opportunity you have here. Let's bring it all together. Let's bring it all together. We've been talking about it. You have your own website right out of the gate, ready to capture leads, sync to your MLS, giving accurate data, right? You just saw the ability that you're going to have with automating smart campaigns. We have behavioral automation, letting you know every step of the way what your leads are doing and engaging them right at that magic moment, right? We have ways for you to generate free leads, buyer leads, seller leads, and ways to stay in touch with all of them. Now, Thomas has provided you with the Core Listing Machine, used to be known as CirclePix, for all you awesome listing agents. And in fact, folks, if you're not a listing agent or you're brand new to the family, with the Core Social, we have a way for you to get exposure by sharing your colleagues' listings. Okay, so even if you're not a listing agent, you could be using Core Social. Okay, so some cool things to think about. You have integration with the CoreBackOffice as well. Powerful commission plans here. You have the ability to change your website, believe it or not. I showed you how you can pay a little bit if you want to customize it and get some cool templates, but out of the box, you have the ability to control how many properties people look at. You can change the color. You can add a logo. You can change images. You can even put a YouTube video on your website. You don't have to configure anything. It's super easy. Well, you have to configure it. What I mean is you don't have to write code to do it. Let me be clear, right? But it's so easy. It's really easy. So bring that all together with the fact that, of course, we have mobile apps, right? Because you're going to need that. We know you're not sitting in front of a computer all day, right? So we got a powerful, cool tool to help you stay in front of your leads, right, all the way. And I'm so excited for you folks. So that's pretty much my song and dance, but I'd like to, if you have any questions, please, put them into the chat. Just as a review, right? So we talked about it. We know how to we're going to be able to generate our own leads, okay? If you want to, you can buy leads, and which is a rare thing. It might not seem like it, but most CRM platforms would only allow Thomas, for example, to buy leads at the broker level and not actually empower the agents individually. Well, if you want to, and that makes sense for you, the little 3-month commitments, why not? You just did a closing. How about get some new blood in your system if it makes sense, right? Open house leads. You heard me say we'll import your leads. This is huge. This is huge. Everybody that you know, we need to get them into kvCore. Now that you know that you have the protection of, your leads being private, there's no reason in the world why you can't put every single person you know in here. You want to export them out? You can. You want to delete them? You can. But ultimately and hopefully, you're just going to nurture them and engage them. For your sphere and closed clients, we have these market reports you can send monthly. We even have something for your listings called a seller market report. Once you put them into kvCore, we'll send them a weekly how many people have looked at your property report kind of thing. So all these things are happening. Okay, importing your leads. We even have a configuration specialist dedicated to making sure you get your leads in right. And folks, let me know that we will import any leads you might have right now in CINC if you have been using that. Okay, we'll help you get them out of there and we'll help you get them into kvCore. Do not fret. The entire company and the team is here along with Thomas to make sure you get what you need as fast as possible, because this is a critical time. We're moving in on the new year. We haven't quite started our big season here. I'm not sure exactly how yours is over there, but California, I feel like it's starting to heat up a little bit for spring, right? Any third-party accounts you have. Hey, if you're getting leads from somebody else and it's working, let's continue, right? But over time, I found that one of the most powerful things, although it kind of sounds boring, is campaigns to nurture leads. You know, because you can't, Thomas can't, I can't control when a lead is going to buy or list. You just can't. But I can make sure that I'm in front of them in a nurturing and non-intrusive way, so when they are ready, that I'm the guy they think of, and you're the gal, and you're the guy. You know what I mean? So here's hopefully what we've come around here. Sorry, I'm just reading a message from your fearless leader here. As you're reading this, let me share to everyone out there, you are going to get an invite later today to kvCore. You might be wondering, now what? When? Okay. Thomas and the leadership team is controlling that, and you should be up and running by this afternoon. A couple things to note. Okay, what is that training that he was talking about, he being me? Well, let me guide you in this, because folks, this is different than you've ever experienced before in terms of training. Okay, two things. First, bottom right-hand corner, we have live chat. As soon as you get into your system, something happens, goodness forbid, we have live chat with my team, okay, 5 a.m. to 7 Pacific every day, or not every day, Monday through Friday. We do have some limited support, but yeah, on the weekend as well. So we have live chat, but this is what we're going to need you to do, folks. And actually, I think I put a date on there. Yeah, we're going to be meeting a week from today, 3 p.m. Pacific, to do our workshop number 1. What I'll need of you, please, and this is only 4 weeks and then you're done. If you'll click on Learning Portal, bottom left-hand corner of your screen, once you're into kvCore, bottom left-hand corner, see that little graduation cap? You're going to click on that, and you're going to enroll. You're going to pick kvCore platform. kvCore platform. You are an agent. Please click agent. And you're looking for getting started, because that's what we're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4 clicks. We're almost there, and you're done. Now you can start. This is the agent success plan. So let me show you that again. I know that you don't have the system in front of you and you're just watching my screen, but it's really easy. So you go to Learning Portal, then you're going to pick kvCore, then you're going to say I'm an agent, and yes, you're getting started, and then that's it. And once you get here, you are going to have some homework. So I want to be very clear so that all of you get the most out of this in these upcoming weeks. I'm expecting that you went through these things. Okay, let me give you an example. Come in here. So for week 1, and I've taken all these, just so you know. Hold on one sec. It was playing in my ear. So we have these 4 weeks here, right? So before we meet next week, next Monday, I'm going to assume that you'll have watched all these videos. Look at this, 2 minutes, 5, 7, 3, 4, 7. So less than a half hour of videos. There is a homework checklist. Okay, there's a homework checklist. You don't need to register for this webinar because we're doing it live, especially custom just for you folks. And then what you need to prep for the following week. So please, please, please come to the class with, hey, I tried this and it didn't work, or I tried that, can you show me how to do this? And I really want to make sure you get the most of it, but I need your I need your expertise. I need you to jump in here, and I need you to, the expectation is that you'll have completed this before we meet next Monday, okay? We have any questions about that? Excellent, thanks everyone. Now, question here. You move over the buyers to kvCore, what does it look like to the buyer? Do they get an invitation to join? Now, if I understand that question correctly, you're saying, for example, maybe you had some leads from CINC, or you've been sending them somewhere else, right? And now they're in kvCore. If that's what you're talking about, yes, we do need them to opt in, but we have a bunch of tools for you to do that, all right? Because we want them to sign up, and you could just start sending them properties. I mean, because think of it this way, if they opted in your previous platform to accept properties, well, you can start sending properties from here too. But I would let them know it's going to look a little different. So what we've devised for you, and we'll teach you how to do this again. You don't have to remember this for the moment. But let's say I just imported all my leads. Okay, I just imported all my leads. I could select that entire group. I could click mass email. I could come in here, and we have what's called import leads default text. You can tweak it from here right now. So this is basically sending out to everyone if you're trying to revive leads, or you could tweak it however makes sense, but here's your template. As always, I strive to provide the best customer service. I've decided to adopt a new technology, spring cleaning in my database, reaching out to everyone I've helped, showed houses to, or discussed real estate needs with throughout the many years. We ask some questions, are you still looking, this kind of thing. But the idea is, you're exactly right. We need to direct them, and your site will be right here, right? So you could do one of two things, that when you import those leads with us, there is an option. Do you want to start sending them property search alerts right out of the box? Whether you have 100, whether you have 100,000, we can do this. So if you had permission and they opted in somewhere else, then you have permission, then heck, let's just continue to send them properties, and maybe just send them a follow-up email saying, hey, I got a new website, what do you think? That make sense? Hopefully that's helpful. So let's see, it seems like our MLS searches for buyers is no longer needed. Correct. I would think, Joanna, yes, and that's a great question. So everyone joining us, seems like our MLS searches, and these are ones that you have presumably set up on your MLS, that you really no longer need them. Correct? Put the correct MLS searches in here. Yes, ma'am. You know what's key about that too, Joanna, is that it's the behavior. Let me just, for example, see if I can click on one of these lead examples. You're going to see every single thing that that lead has ever clicked on. When they are getting searches from your website, I can see that he viewed this property. I'll be able to tell if he viewed it from his phone or his desktop. Every single message that goes out, every smart campaign, every property they ever click on is all visible here. And if you think about it, how can you be the most helpful for your clients, right? To be knowledgeable, you know your market, your area, the homes, but this as well, that I can see everything that you've searched on. That helps me get inside your head a little bit, I think, to be even more value. So yes, ma'am, great question. I would definitely put them in here. And when you're doing an import, whether that's from your MLS, CINC, or whatever, once we export that to a CSV file, and we'll help guide you, not to get too technical, but you will have the option, once again, of setting them up on those search right out of the gate. So as long as we can get that info, pardon me, into a spreadsheet, well, heck, we can get into the system and start driving them to your website, because that's where the magic happens. Got to get them to that website, and then so you can do what you do best, really. Hey, folks, that's all the time I have here today, and you've been fantastic. I appreciate the participation. I'm really excited for this journey we have together coming up, and Thomas will give you the exact links. But once again, that's going to be on what are we at? The 27th. And we're going to be meeting for our week 1. So you'll have enrolled successfully in our learning portal, and we'll have completed week 1, please. Then we'll talk about it. Make sure you all got it. I'm really excited for you folks. Do what other people don't. Get in there and do something. Once you have your login, just start clicking around a little bit. Get comfortable. At the very least, jump in here, go to the bottom left, and jump in our learning portal. And that's going to be the quickest way, because you want to know why? That homework that you're just like, oh God. We even talked about internally, all the trainers. Can we call it something different than homework? Because no one likes homework. I was like, well, how about home pay? Or no, the idea being the homework gets you results. We're looking to get you free leads to understand the system. So follow the simple steps, and let's chat about it next week, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I look forward to hearing about your successes here soon. Thomas, thank you for the opportunity to Realty Partners. We'll be in touch soon, everybody. Thank you.